Today, February 9th, 2026, today's UN is brought to you by the Seattle Seahawks and winning the Super Bowl. Congratulations to them. Kenneth Walker for winning the Super Bowl MVP. They dominated from start to finish. Um, they were just a better team, and I'm, you know what? I'm drop happy that Boston didn't win because these fans are nuts. Um, I said this before about their fans; they're just crazy. And then at the same time, the Patriots just keep winning and keep being relevant. People could say whatever they want. Their easy schedule. Obviously, the NFC was better, and Seattle actually went through tough times. They were the number one seed. They beat all their division rivals to get to the Super Bowl, and then they beat the Patriots. And I get it for fans because the players it really doesn't matter. The Marshawn Lynch situation because nobody besides John Schneider. I'll say this: John Schneider was a part of it. Nobody's really the players in the field for sure not. They didn't really have a revenge game because nobody in the no players were playing for the Patriots or Seahawks back in the day. But probably for Seahawks fans, a little bit of revenge, blowing them out, being a much better team from the first snap of the game. Never trailed in this game. They shut them out in the first half. They shut them out till late in the third quarter when it was already 19-0. And you kind of knew he was going to win, but until that fumble came, they dominated them. They bullied them in all forms of fashion. They rushed them. The only guy in the Patriots I thought looked good was Gonzalez, the cornerback. He was very good, very good. But hey, congratulations to them. I got nothing really to say besides Sam Darnold. The guys who I get happy about winning championships, if I don't mind them, are veterans who have been in the league like Leonard Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm obviously going to miss a few, but Sam Darnold, who got thrown to the curb after having like a near MVP season. I think he was second or third in MVP a year ago. No, he wasn't. He was about third, I think, behind Jackson and Allen. And he got thrown for a guy that they drafted, and they made the popular choice by saying we drafted a guy, and it doesn't always work that way. I don't blame the Vikings. I'm not saying the Vikings made a stupid decision, but Sam Darnold is proving them wrong, and Sam Darnold played great in Minnesota. He continues to play great in Seattle. He's got the contract. He's got the money, and there's nothing you can tell him anymore. He's got a Super Bowl. Is he? But is he going to go down as one of the greatest ever? Probably not. But you know what? Congratulations to him on with the Carolina being a backup, San Francisco being a backup, and the New York Jets. He was let's be honest, he was a failure with the New York Jets because the New York Jets they just always happen to not know what they're doing, and hopefully one day they will. But hey, you got to give it to him. You got to say, you know what? Tip my cap. This guy is a great quarterback. He did his job well. And he's obviously, people could say, well, why Super Bowl a quarterback stat? Because they're the main position. Like it or not, that's how it is. Yes, if a player doesn't make a stupid play or defensive player makes a great play, does it have anything to do with the quarterback winning the Super Bowl? Yes, it does, because that's just how it works. Like it or not, those are the rules. Is it a stupid rule? I don't care. It's just a rule. Is it a rule in your head? You don't have to be. It doesn't matter. It is a rule. It's a rule according to the consensus, and that's the way it is. So Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl champion quarterback forever, and I got to give it to him. Am I as excited as was the Jalen Hurts haters a year ago? No, but people, the Jalen Hurts haters, had a good year this year. There's no doubt about it. And but Jalen Hurts forever will be a Super Bowl MVP, and I still stand by that. And it was an interesting picture to see all the quarterbacks throughout the history of Super Bowl MVP quarterbacks. In the picture, it was a nice picture, and I would say this: the Hall of Fame. I know Larry Fitzgerald. It kind of looks weird that Luke Kuechly's a first ballot. He was a great player, and Bill Belichick isn't. Roger Craig getting his last turn, which whatever. And I mean, those guys are deserving to be Hall of Famers. The way it works for first ballot, no one knows. But I have to say this. Congrats to him, to those guys making the Hall of Fame. Those guys were great players of their era, for sure. But am I gonna? Besides the Panther fans, are you gonna know Luke Kuechly in 5, 10 years? Probably not. Larry Fitzgerald, he was a legend of the game because of what he did in the playoffs, especially during that run into 2000 and January of February of '09 and the 2008 playoffs. It was remarkable. Kurt Warner was great, but the main player in that team was Larry Fitzgerald. I never seen a receiver literally carry a team like that. Do I have to go anything else? Yeah, no, the NFL. I don't really care about the halftime show. Everybody keeps talking about it. Don't really care. Never cared about halftime shows. Sorry to people who perform. Who gives a flying duck. Um, but congratulations to Seattle Seahawks and the city of Seattle. I really have nothing against you. This team. I don't think they're as brash and like arrogant as the Legion of Boom talking smack. Like Richard Sherman back in the day, Earl Thomas, and like pretending that they're the greatest thing to mankind. I didn't really hear them the whole year. Coach Mike McDonald's second year done a great job, and they've had a lot. It's a football family, that thing. You know, they Jim Harbaugh's son is a special teams coordinator. I believe it's Gary Kubiak's kid that's the offense coordinator is now going to go to the Raiders to be a head coach. It's pretty interesting. Football family. People can say what they want. People are not going to come cry about, oh, privilege, because you know why? It's life, man. It's connection to get into the door. These guys worked hard. It's obviously worked out because they won the Super Bowl by picking kids of coaches. So the Belichick's with New England, they won Super Bowls. Well, I know they worked for their dad, and their dad got the credit. But guys, it's about working hard, and usually for some reason, people can say whatever they want. But if you're a kid of like these coaches, usually you know more than the people who just come in from day one, who no one knows, and you give them an opportunity and they screw it up. Okay, that's how it works. And I'm not a kid of any coach. I'm not a kid of any, obviously a local coach of a little school team. But I'm not a kid of a NFL coach, an NBA coach. If I wanted to make it there, I gotta work my tail off to make it there. But usually the Suns, they somehow know what they're doing. Um, but whatever. We're gonna talk about that a different day. So congratulations to Seahawks, Sam Darnold, Mike McDonald, John Schneider for his second time, and the city of Seattle. Congratulations.